Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm a Total Dork, and today we need to talk about Halo Infinite. Now let me start by saying that my videos are normally scripted. I like to write down all of my thoughts in a nice, concise way before putting them out there. I'm not doing that today. This is going to be more of a rant, so sorry if things seem a little disconnected. 343 posted a September update video, and it's garnered some reactions. Now, for context, Halo Infinite is genuinely one of my favorite Halo games of all time. The campaign is one of my favorites, and the multiplayer has the potential to be the best in the entire franchise, if only because they finally got rid of BR starts. The foundation for the game is amazing, but it's now clear to me that the game should not have launched. When 343 dropped Halo Infinite, there was a lot of excitement, but some very glaring flaws, like the lack of a progression system outside of the Battle Pass, the fact the Battle Pass progressed only through challenges that could oftentimes be extremely specific. There was only one arena playlist and one BTB playlist, and only compounded the problem with the Battle Pass. There were bugs, desync, the armor system was completely butchered and monetized. You all know too well how the game launched. And a lot of us looked at these problems and thought, okay, there are a lot of problems, but the foundation is solid. This will probably be a good game by the end of the beta, maybe a few more weeks or months at worst. And here we are, 10 months after launch, and the game looks almost identical to how it did in the beta. There's still no progression outside of the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass is still only progressed through challenges, aside from a match played bonus that starts diminishing its returns extremely quickly and isn't influenced by personal or team success. The armor system is still heavily monetized, and we only got cross-core customization recently. Custom games in theater mode are still unusable, and there's a lot of bugs in desync, mainly for PC players. And I don't want to make it seem like it's been completely hopeless, because there's been a lot of genuinely great additions to the game. I already mentioned that cross-core customization is in the game now, as well as that match played bonus for the Battle Pass, but there's also a wider variety of playlists available, and there's been some new game modes as well. Things like Shoddy Snipes, Land Grab, King of the Hill, Last Spartan Standing, and Fiesta all came to the game after launch. And a whole host of bugs have been patched, and we got a new arena and big team battle map. For all of the good added into this game over the past year, it still feels like we've not made any progress. Adding to that feeling of not having progressed since the beta is when promised features are delayed or just outright cancelled. In today's update video, 343 announced that local split-screen campaign co-op has just been scrapped. They did it in like a sentence or two. Regardless of whether or not that's the right move for the game, it's going to make an already upset group of people very angry. It's September, and the campaign co-op they wanted to release in August isn't going to be out of beta until November. And that's without local split screen. Oh, and also in November is when the Forge beta is going to start. Keep in mind that Forge and Campaign Co-op have already been delayed multiple times before the game even launched. So it feels like we're still so far away from those features ever being added, on top of all of the issues with the launch game that still aren't fixed yet. And speaking of things being delayed, Season 3 for the game isn't even meant to start until March because it got delayed. Season 2 is going to be 10 months long. Thankfully, we're getting a Battle Pass in there with a beta for a more traditional match bonus in November to help tide us over. But you can't just keep delaying features and not expect people to eventually get fed up. I've only been playing Infinite on Tuesdays when the new weekly challenges start because I want to collect as much as possible that I can for free. I don't even use the rewards for those challenges. I just want an excuse to play the game. I genuinely like the game, and this is the only long-term goal in the entire game. Without a traditional progression system of any kind, the only goal in Infinite's multiplayer is just to win the match. And with the Battle Pass cutting off rewards for playing matches, there's no incentive to play for more than an hour a day anyway. There's been a lot of people pointing to the Steam active player count for Halo Infinite and using that as evidence to say the game is dead. Now, Steam charts are a terrible way to judge the health of a game in general, especially for a franchise that's running on Xbox Game Pass for a lot of players. But I'll finish this rant by saying this. Halo Infinite is not dead, but it's drowning. 343 is flailing their arms to keep the game afloat, and something needs to happen or it will drown. I don't know what it's going to take to save this game, but It's gonna have to be something special. Until then, I guess we'll just have to keep waiting.